Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to this very important session. So today we are going to discuss 10 most important RBI press releases and RBI notifications which are very important from your RBI Grade B examination point of view. Okay, so if you are preparing for RBI Grade B 2024, you should not miss these 10 most important RBI press releases and RBI notifications which we are going to discuss in today's session. So I will also show you the previous year questions, that how important these notifications are, as well as which kind of questions, which type of questions have come in the previous years. Okay, so let's get started without any delay. But before that, do subscribe to the YouTube channel of EduTap so that you continue getting these relevant videos. Okay, now starting with the 10 most important RBI notifications and RBI press releases which are very important for you for the phase 1 of the examination. Okay, so first of all, there is the prompt corrective action framework for the primary urban cooperative banks. So primary urban cooperative banks are quite in news recently, and they have been in news from the previous year. In the previous year, in the RBI Grade B 2023, there was a direct question that came from the urban cooperative banks. So you can understand that how important the UCBs are, as well as the prompt corrective action framework is also very important from the examination perspective. Okay, so this is a notification of the Reserve Bank of India that you must be doing, because the urban cooperative banks are quite in news, and this is a big change that the RBI has brought to bring the framework for the UCBs in regards to the prompt corrective action. Okay, so this I hope you have already done. If you have not done, so do this RBI notification, that is very important from the exam perspective. Now coming to the second news article or the second notification, second RBI notification or the RBI press release, that is regarding the RBI Digital Payment Index that has been released by the Reserve Bank of India. And RBI also has released one another very important index, that is Financial Inclusion Index for the March 2024. Now the Financial Inclusion Index, a direct question came in the NABARD Grade A descriptive part in the 2023 examination, so you can understand that how important the financial inclusion index is, as well as the RBI DPI is also very important, because a direct question has come in the RBI Grade B from the Reserve Bank of India Digital Payment Index. So from the financial inclusion index also the questions have come in the RBI previous years. So these both indexes are very important from the RBI Grade B examination point of view, from the phase 1 and phase 2 point of view. Okay, now coming to the next topic or the next notification or the press release that is very important from the RBI Grade B point of view, that is the launch of Prava. The fintech repositories have been launched by the Reserve Bank of India recently, and the RBI has launched the RBI Retail Direct mobile application. So in the previous year, RBI launched the Antar Registry dashboard, and from that dashboard a direct question came in the phase 1 of the examination. So you can understand that RBI has now launched the fintech repository, MTech repository, the Prava. So they are very important from your examination perspective, okay, that you should not be missing out. Next is invitation of applications for recognition of self-regulatory organizations for NBFCs. So SROs are quite in news. First there was the omnibus framework that was released for the SROs, then there was the guidelines that were released or the norms that were released for the SRO NBFCs, and then there was the SRO for the fintech sector. The framework was released. So SROs are quite in news recently, and they have been again and again the RBI is releasing notification press releases regarding the SROs. So they become very important from the examination point of view. In the objective section of the exam, a direct question can come from the SROs, and this is also very important from your descriptive part of the examination. Next is your Reserve Bank of India and ASEAN countries. They have came together for the project Nexus. I hope you know that how important this project Nexus is. Okay, if you have not if you have not read about the project Nexus, then you should read about the project Nexus, because RBI has joined the project Nexus, and whenever RBI takes any step to boost the UPI or to promote the UPI and connect the UPI with the countries of outside, with the fast payment system of the other countries, this becomes very important. So the Reserve Bank of India in the previous years, the RBI tried to connect the UPI with the PayNow, and there was a direct question from that. So Project Nexus is going to connect the fast payment system of India with the fast payment system of in the multilateral manner. So you can understand that the Project Nexus is very, very important, that you must be reading about. Okay, so Reserve Bank of India and ASEAN countries to create a platform, that is the project Nexus. So do read about this notification of RBI, which is very important, and a direct question can come from the project Nexus and the countries that are joining the project Nexus. Okay, next notification that we are going to discuss, or the next press release that we are going to discuss, that is very important from the examination perspective, is the monetary policy statement that has been released by the Reserve Bank of India in August 2024. That is very recently only. And from the MPC, in the last year also, in the phase 1, there was a direct question. So MPC becomes very important from the examination point of view. Now the statement on developmental and regulatory policies document that is released with the MPC document, this is also very important, because in the previous year from this document there was a direct question in the descriptive part. I hope you all know that there was the pre-sanctioned credit line, a question that came in the descriptive part of the examination in the RBI Grade B 2023. Now, this pre-sanctioned credit line, this was proposed under the Statement on Developmental and Regulatory Policies, and in this document, the pre-sanctioned credit line was given in detail. So that's why this document itself is very important, because the RBI proposes the new things in this document. So this document becomes very important, and this has been recently released in August 2024. So do read the Statement on Developmental and Regulatory Policies document and what improvements or the proposals the RBI is talking about. Okay. Next is RBI releases the results of forward-looking surveys. So you should be doing the surveys. Now why you should be doing the surveys? Because in the previous year in the RBI Grade B 2023 phase 1 examination, there were direct questions from the surveys. So survey on professional forecaster, the consumer confidence survey, inflation expectation survey, such surveys are very important. And there was a question on the survey of professional forecaster and your quarterly house price index survey. From these index or survey, there was the question. So forward looking surveys are very important from your examination perspective, and in this, like these surveys, you should be focusing on the consumer confidence survey, the survey on professional forecasters, the inflation expectation survey and such. Okay. Now coming to the next notification or press release of RBI, that is priority sector lending amendments to the master directions. So priority sector lending is a very important and hot topic that keeps in news again. And the priority sector lending amendments have been brought by the Reserve Bank of India. So this becomes very important from the examination perspective. The last one is regarding the sources of variation in India's foreign exchange reserves. So the foreign exchange reserves data for 2023-24 is quite in news. The balance of payment data for 2023-24 is quite in news. The RBI released the press release regarding this data points, as well as the data points are also mentioned in the financial stability report. So you can understand that how important the data regarding the balance of payment, regarding the sources of variation in India's foreign exchange reserves is. Okay, so you should be focusing on the data for the balance of payment for the 2023-24 and for the foreign exchange reserves for 2023-24. So these are the 10 most important RBI notifications or RBI press releases which you must be doing before the phase 1 of the examination. Now let me provide you some additional topics, some additional notifications or press releases that you should be doing. That is, the RBI announces the SHARK currency swap framework for the period 2024-27. The RBI has launched the third global hackathon, that is Harbinger 2024. There is the review of ways and means advances, schemes for the state and union territories, so that you must also be doing. So these are some of the most important RBI notifications, RBI press releases that you should not miss out before the phase 1 of the examination. Now it doesn't mean that you should only do these and leave the other ones. No, you have to keep in touch in regards to the RBI notifications and RBI press release that are recently released in June, July, August, in April and such, in May and such. So these notifications and RBI press releases you should be doing. But with that, remember that these are some of the most important RBI notifications and RBI press releases that you must not forget about, that you should be doing. Okay. So I have shown you the previous year questions, that how the question can come from these topics also. So I hope you will be doing these notifications and press releases in depth. Now there is a big surprise that I want to tell you. I hope Gurkira sir has already announced it, that Gurkira sir is going to bring the Maha Marathon scheme session on Tuesday at 10 a.m. So write down the date, write down the time, 10 a.m. on 20th of August 2024. So Gurkira sir is going to bring a Maha Marathon session. I hope you are all prepared for the Maha Marathon scheme session, and I hope you will be reading out these RBI notifications, RBI press releases. If you have not covered any one of them or any two of them, I think that most of you have covered these notifications. If you are seriously preparing, I know that you must have done these notification, but these are the most important ones that you should not be forgetting about. Okay, so now before ending the session, I want to show you the website that EduTap has created for you, so that you can get the hang of the examination, you can know more about the examination. If you want to get any particular information, you can get from this website. So in the EduTap, if you go to edutap.co.in, you can go to the free material, you can go to the blog section, and here you can read about the exam information. If you want to know about a particular examination, let's say you want to know about the RBI Grade B examination, so you can know more about the examination here. If you want to read about the syllabus, the pattern, you can read it here. If you want to know about the strategy for the examination for different components, you can know about the strategy from here. If you want to know about the success stories, that how the toppers have achieved their dream, so you can know the success stories or the strategies from here also. Okay, now if you go back, you can see the courses of EduTap. Okay, if you want to know about the courses of EduTap, you can go to the courses section, to the RBI Grade B course if you want to know about it. And here you can see that the courses are mentioned here, and what EduTap is providing for you for the particular courses, like for quick revision batch, what you will be getting, for crash course and such, what you will be getting, and who will be teaching. So everything is mentioned here. So if you want to know more about the courses and what price of the courses are at, so you can know more about the courses from here, from this website. Okay, so we have discussed the 10 most important RBI press releases and RBI notifications. So I hope you are preparing very well for the examination, and you are focusing on all the relevant RBI notifications and RBI press releases. These are some of the very important notifications and press releases that we have discussed. That is important here. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for joining the session.